Hello and welcome back to Nothing Bougie. Today I am making chicken yakisoba. I already have a lot of my ingredients prepped just to make it easy. We're going to start with yakisoba noodles. They're fresh noodles, so after I drop them in some hot water, they don't take any time at all. This particular package, this is the larger one. It's 17.76 ounces, so it comes with 3 packages of noodles, but there's not a lot. See how thin that is? So I'm going to throw all 3 of them into the pot. Okay, I also have some onions, maybe a cup of onions, and I have them little slivers. Okay, I've also got some cabbage. This is 2 cups of cabbage, I would say, but it shrinks down. This is about a half a cup of shredded carrot. It's the same consistency as the onion. Here I have maybe a 1/4 cup of red bell peppers, and I have these similar, nice and thin. I've got about 2 cups of broccoli flowerets that I've already cut up. And just a little bit, I don't even know how much that is, like less than a 1/4 cup of green onion. These are not little slivers, they're short little chunks though. I'll put those in at the end. And then the chicken. This is just 1 chicken breast. I sliced it up very thin. I'll show you. The thinner the better. Cooks up really fast. It'll be nice and tender in the pasta, okay? And now we're going to make the sauce. Okay, so for our yakisoba sauce, we need oyster sauce, soy sauce, a little bit of ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and plain old white sugar. Okay, and as you know, I'm not very good at measuring, but I do have some measurements for you if you want to follow them. So the recipe that I'm using usually only makes just a little bit of sauce. I like my food saucy, so I usually add a whole lot more. So I'm going to add about 6 tablespoons of oyster sauce. If it'll come out. And don't worry, the oyster sauce that I use isn't actually made out of oysters. So if you're like, ew, oyster sauce is so gross, it's not. It's actually really sweet. It's delicious stuff. It doesn't even taste like oysters, and I don't like oysters, so trust me. Someday we'll get enough oyster sauce in here. All right. A good amount of oyster sauce. Okay. Ketchup. I don't need a lot of ketchup. Just a good old healthy squirt like this. Okay. I don't know, we'll call that maybe 2 tablespoons. Soy sauce. I want just as much soy sauce as I have oyster sauce. So eyeballing it, I'm going to pour in about the same amount. And remember, y'all, you taste it when you're done. If you're like, whoo, that's too salty, add some more of this delicious sweet oyster sauce. If you're like, oh, it needs more Worcestershire sauce, add more of it. It's up to you and your taste, okay? Worcestershire sauce. We want a little bit more of this than we do of the other things, but it's kind of potent. I'm just gonna add this slow. I'm gonna add maybe 3 tablespoons to this. And I'll add more if I need to. Okay. Sugar. I'll add a couple tablespoons of sugar too. Okay, whisk it up. And of course, taste. It's good. I want it a little sweeter though, so I'll add some more sugar. Right? Maybe I'll add some more of my oyster sauce because it's sweet and really good too. That's why I say I don't really use a recipe. I don't like to be exact. Like, you need exactly this much. It's about you. It's about how you want it to taste. If you want it sweet, make it sweeter. It's up to you. Taste again. Oh, that's it. That's the ticket. Okay? So we have everything ready. I always like to have everything ready before I start cooking. I have the water already heating up for the pasta. All of my vegetables are cut. The chicken's ready. The sauce is ready. Now we're gonna go to the stove. All right, I've moved everything that I need over to the stove. My water's ready. First things first, I'm gonna throw my pasta in because all of this is gonna be super fast. Okay, everything's all cut up. The chicken's ready to go. So we're gonna put the pasta in, and then we're gonna start with the fast cooking stuff. Okay, so anyway, put in the noodles. And get my tongs. Just kind of break it up a little bit because they're kind of hard squares. Just kind of give them a little squish. Loosen them up. Okay. And like I said, these are fresh noodles. You're really just getting them hot. Okay? So the water's already hot. There's really no need to boil them. I'm just going to turn off the heat and just let them sit in this really hot water while we do the rest. Okay? On high. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan. That much. You don't need a lot. Okay, my oil is heated up. The noodles are turned off. They're just sitting in the hot water, right? First thing we're going to do is the chicken. As I splatter the hell out of myself with oil. But that's okay. It's all part of the process, y'all. Smear it around. Let it cook up a minute. It won't take long because those pieces are very thin. Alright, it's been about a minute. Toss it around. Remember, this is on high heat. This is basically a stir fry with noodles. With stir fries, you want to do it on high. You want to have everything ready to go. And that way you can just throw everything in. Okay. So it's not like 100% cooked. That's okay. It's not really done yet, right? Push it off to the side. Now we're going to add our onions. And after just like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, I'm going to add the red onion. This all goes by really quick. Okay. Red onion. All right. And after another 30 seconds or so, we'll mix it all up and we'll add our broccoli. Okay, let's mix it up. add broccoli. We can leave it like that. See the steam? They're cooking. They don't have to be in direct heat. Leave it like that for another minute or so, and then we'll add cabbage. A minute has passed. Stir it up. Okay, cabbage. Dump it in. Smear it around a little bit. This won't take long. We'll give it a minute. All right, another minute has passed. I'm going to add the carrots and green onion. Mix it up. So in case you haven't noticed the routine here, each vegetable gets about a minute. Then you add another one, wait a minute, add another one, wait a minute. That's about kind of how you do a stir fry. So again, we're going to wait a minute, and then we're going to add the noodles. All right, it's been another minute. And I don't know if you noticed, but this is all shrunken down quite a bit. Everything kind of gets softer and breaks down. You just don't want mushy noodles, or excuse me, mushy vegetables when it comes to a stir fry. You want everything to stay intact, stay a little crunchy. Okay, noodles. I'm just going to grab them with my tongs. We want to get rid of as much water as possible. Otherwise, it'll end up watering down our sauce. We don't want that. Okay, put it on top. We got the noodles in. It's time for sauce. Pour it all over the noodles. Okay, I'm going to use my tongs. Just going to carefully lift and toss. Lift and toss to get everything mixed in. Lift and toss. Okay, I've got it all plated up. One thing I really like is this stuff. Japanese barbecue sauce. This one is the, hot and spicy variety. Whoops, it won't focus. Anyway, I like to just drizzle a little bit of that on there too. Kick it up a notch. Okay. Doesn't that look bomb? Well, now is the true test. Let's try it. Get some noodles, a piece of chicken, and a broccoli. Let's try it. That's good, y'all. It's nothing bougie, but it tastes like it. Hope you give it a try.